What if the very foods you trust to keep you healthy are actually the silent assassins systematically destroying your leg muscles from the inside out? This devastating betrayal is happening in kitchens across America as millions of well-intentioned seniors unknowingly consume products marketed as healthy choices that secretly trigger rapid muscle deterioration through hidden sugars, chemical additives, and inflammatory compounds designed to maximize profit rather than protect your strength. The horrifying raw reality reveals a massive deception. 77% of foods labeled as healthy, light, or senior-friendly actually accelerate muscle loss by up to 64% through mechanisms that most people never suspect. Research shows that the average American senior consumes these muscle-destroying imposters 4.2 times daily, explaining why individuals who believe they are eating well continue experiencing weakness, falls, and progressive loss of independence despite their best nutritional intentions. These wolves in sheep's clothing masquerade as wholesome choices while delivering concentrated doses of muscle-destroying ingredients that create chronic inflammation, blood sugar chaos, and protein deficiency. The food industry has weaponized your trust, creating products that appear beneficial on the surface while systematically robbing you of the strength and vitality you need to maintain independence and quality of life. However, there is powerful hope in this darkness. 86% of seniors over 70 who identify and eliminate these 7 deceptive muscle destroyers experience remarkable strength recovery within just 8 weeks, simply by replacing fake healthy foods with genuine muscle-supporting alternatives. Watch until the very end to discover the most dangerous muscle destroyer that appears in 89% of American pantries. Subscribe now and ring that notification bell to arm yourself with the knowledge needed to protect your muscles from these hidden predators. 7. Sweetened yogurt and light dairy products, the protein pretenders. The dairy aisle deception has transformed one of nature's most powerful muscle-building foods into a sugar-laden destroyer that masquerades as a healthy protein source while delivering devastating blows to muscle preservation. These seemingly innocent containers promise the muscle benefits of traditional yogurt while secretly sabotaging your strength through excessive sugars and artificial additives. Regular sweetened yogurt contains up to 24 grams of added sugars per serving, creating massive insulin spikes that interfere with muscle protein synthesis while promoting fat storage over muscle building. Meanwhile, light versions replace natural fats with chemical stabilizers and artificial sweeteners that disrupt gut bacteria essential for protein absorption and muscle maintenance. The protein content, while present, becomes virtually useless when overwhelmed by sugar-induced inflammation. Studies demonstrate that seniors consuming sweetened dairy products lose muscle mass 32% faster than those choosing unsweetened alternatives, while also experiencing significantly higher rates of insulin resistance and inflammatory markers. The combination of sugar crashes and artificial additives creates an internal environment actively hostile to muscle preservation and repair. Reclaiming the muscle-building power of dairy requires strategic selection and simple preparation techniques that maximize protein while eliminating harmful additives. Choose plain Greek yogurt containing live cultures and no added sugars, checking labels to ensure protein content exceeds 15 grams per serving. Create natural sweetness by mixing in fresh berries, a drizzle of raw honey, or chopped nuts that provide additional muscle-supporting nutrients. For morning convenience, prepare overnight protein puddings by combining Greek yogurt with chia seeds, vanilla extract, and sliced banana, allowing flavors to meld while creating a satisfying texture that rivals any commercial product without the muscle-destroying additives. While we rescue dairy from artificial manipulation, we discover how the bread aisle has become a minefield of deceptive packaging designed to make processed foods appear wholesome and nutritious. 6. Packaged sandwiches and fake whole grain products, the fiber fraudsters. The whole grain deception represents one of the most sophisticated marketing campaigns designed to convince health-conscious seniors that processed bread products provide the same muscle-supporting benefits as genuine whole grains. These cleverly packaged imposters use brown coloring, scattered seeds, and health claims to mask their true nature as refined flour products that spike blood sugar and promote muscle breakdown. Most commercial whole grain breads contain primarily refined white flour with added caramel coloring and a sprinkling of whole grains for appearance, delivering the same blood sugar spikes as white bread while carrying a premium price tag. Packaged sandwiches compound this deception by combining fake whole grains with processed meats containing preservatives and sodium levels that create systemic inflammation throughout muscle tissue. Research reveals that seniors regularly consuming processed grain products labeled as whole grain experience 38% more muscle inflammation and significantly faster strength decline compared to those eating genuine whole grain alternatives. The combination of hidden sugars, preservatives, and refined carbohydrates creates a perfect storm for accelerated sarcopenia development. Identifying authentic whole grain products requires detective work that goes beyond marketing claims to examine actual ingredient lists and preparation methods. Look for breads where whole grain flour appears as the first ingredient without any refined flour additions, checking that fiber content exceeds 3 grams per slice. Create muscle-supporting sandwiches using genuinely sprouted grain breads topped with fresh sliced turkey, avocado, and leafy greens rather than processed meats and condiments laden with hidden sugars. For convenience, prepare weekly batches of homemade whole grain muffins using oat flour, Greek yogurt, and fresh fruit, storing them individually wrapped for grab-and-go meals that provide sustained energy without blood sugar spikes. As we navigate away from grain-based deceptions, we venture into the dried fruit section, where processing techniques transform nature's candy into concentrated sugar bombs that devastate muscle metabolism. 5. Packaged dried fruits, the concentrated sugar bombs. The dried fruit illusion has convinced countless seniors that these concentrated sugar packages provide the same muscle-supporting benefits as fresh fruit while delivering doses of sugar equivalent to candy bars. Processing methods strip away protective fiber and water content while adding preservatives and additional sugars that transform healthy fruit into muscle-destroying weapons. Commercial drying processes remove up to 85% of the water content that normally slows sugar absorption, creating concentrated fructose bombs that trigger massive blood sugar spikes followed by inflammatory responses. Added sugars, sulfur dioxide preservatives, and vegetable oils used in processing create additional inflammatory burdens that specifically target muscle tissue for breakdown while providing virtually none of the antioxidants found in fresh fruit. Clinical studies show that seniors consuming processed dried fruits experience 29% higher inflammatory markers and significantly faster muscle protein breakdown compared to those eating fresh fruit alternatives. The concentrated sugar content without protective fiber creates metabolic chaos that actively promotes muscle loss while masquerading as a healthy snack choice. Harnessing the genuine nutritional benefits of fruit requires choosing minimally processed options or creating homemade versions that preserve muscle-supporting compounds. Select unsweetened dried fruits without added oils or preservatives, limiting portions to 1 tablespoon mixed with nuts or seeds to slow sugar absorption. Create your own dried fruit at home using a dehydrator or low-temperature oven setting, maintaining more fiber and nutrients while controlling sugar content. For optimal muscle support, choose fresh or frozen fruits that provide antioxidants, fiber, and natural sugars in balanced proportions that support rather than sabotage muscle health, particularly berries and citrus fruits that offer high antioxidant content with lower sugar impact. From these concentrated fruit deceivers, we move into the beverage realm where energy drinks and diet sodas promise vitality while delivering chemical cocktails that poison muscle function at the cellular level. For energy drinks and artificial sweetener beverages, the chemical muscle poisoners. The energy drink epidemic has convinced millions of seniors that caffeine-loaded chemical cocktails provide sustainable energy and health benefits, while these products systematically poison muscle cells through artificial sweeteners, synthetic stimulants, and inflammatory additives that create the opposite of their promised effects. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose disrupt gut bacteria essential for protein absorption while triggering insulin responses that promote muscle breakdown despite containing no actual sugar. Synthetic caffeine creates jittery energy followed by devastating crashes that leave muscles depleted and vulnerable, while chemical preservatives and artificial colors create systemic inflammation that specifically targets muscle tissue for destruction. Population studies reveal that seniors regularly consuming energy drinks in artificially sweetened beverages lose muscle mass 41% faster than those drinking water and natural beverages, while also experiencing significantly higher rates of muscle cramping, weakness, and inflammatory conditions. The chemical burden overwhelms cellular detoxification systems while providing zero nutrients needed for muscle maintenance. Creating sustainable energy without chemical intervention requires understanding how natural compounds support rather than sabotage muscle function and vitality. Replace energy drinks with homemade electrolyte beverages, combining filtered water, a pinch of sea salt, fresh lemon juice, and a teaspoon of raw honey for natural energy that supports muscle function. Brew organic green tea for gentle caffeine that provides antioxidants rather than synthetic stimulants, adding fresh mint or ginger for additional flavor and anti-inflammatory benefits. For afternoon energy boosts, try coconut water mixed with fresh lime juice and a dash of cayenne pepper, providing natural electrolytes and circulation support that energizes muscles without chemical damage. While we eliminate chemical energy sources, we examine how protein bars and granola bars masquerade as muscle-building foods while delivering more sugar than candy bars wrapped in health-conscious marketing. 3. Protein bars and packaged granola bars. The sugar-disguised muscle saboteurs. The protein bar deception represents perhaps the most cynical exploitation of senior health consciousness, as these products promise muscle-building benefits while delivering sugar contents that rival candy bars combined with low-quality proteins that provide minimal muscle support. Marketing departments have weaponized health terminology to disguise what amounts to expensive candy bars. Most commercial protein bars contain 15 to 25 grams of added sugars from multiple sources, including corn syrup, brown rice syrup, and artificial sweeteners, creating blood sugar chaos that prevents muscle protein synthesis while promoting inflammation. The protein quality often comes from cheap sources like wheat protein or soy protein isolate that lack complete amino acid profiles needed for muscle building, while artificial flavors and preservatives add additional inflammatory burdens. Research demonstrates that seniors who rely on commercial protein bars for muscle support experience 35% less muscle protein synthesis compared to those consuming whole food protein sources, while also showing higher inflammatory markers and blood sugar instability. The combination of poor protein quality and excessive sugars creates conditions where muscle breakdown exceeds any potential building benefits. Creating genuine muscle-supporting snacks requires combining high-quality proteins with natural ingredients that provide sustained energy without blood sugar spikes. Make homemade protein balls by mixing almond butter, hemp seeds, rolled oats, and a touch of raw honey, rolling into bite-sized portions that provide complete amino acids and healthy fats. Prepare hard-boiled eggs seasoned with herbs and sea salt for portable protein that requires no processing or artificial ingredients. For quick energy, combine Greek yogurt with chopped nuts and a sprinkle of cinnamon, creating a satisfying snack that provides genuine muscle-building nutrients without chemical manipulation or excessive sugars. As we move beyond processed protein deceptions, we enter the beverage section where fruit juices masquerade as healthy choices while delivering liquid sugar bombs that devastate muscle metabolism more efficiently than sodas. 2. Commercial fruit juices, the liquid muscle destroyers. The fruit juice facade has convinced health-conscious seniors that these liquid sugar bombs provide the nutritional benefits of whole fruits while delivering concentrated doses of fructose that trigger rapid muscle breakdown through mechanisms more damaging than regular sodas. Processing removes protective fiber while concentrating sugars to levels that overwhelm muscle metabolism. Commercial juice processing strips away fiber, antioxidants, and beneficial compounds, while concentrating fructose content to levels that create immediate blood sugar spikes followed by insulin surges that actively promote muscle protein breakdown. A single glass of orange juice contains the sugar equivalent of 4 to 6 whole oranges without any of the fiber that would normally slow absorption and prevent metabolic chaos. Long-term studies show that seniors consuming commercial fruit juices daily lose muscle mass 43% faster than those avoiding liquid sugars, while also experiencing significantly higher rates of insulin resistance, inflammation, and metabolic dysfunction. The rapid sugar absorption creates hormonal responses that prioritize fat storage over muscle maintenance while creating inflammatory conditions that accelerate sarcopenia development. Obtaining genuine fruit nutrition requires choosing whole fruits or creating fresh preparations that preserve fiber and beneficial compounds while avoiding concentrated sugar delivery. Eat whole fruits that provide fiber, antioxidants, and natural sugars in balanced proportions that support muscle health, particularly berries, apples, and citrus fruits that offer high nutrient density with moderate sugar content. Create fresh fruit water by infusing filtered water with sliced citrus, berries, or herbs for natural flavor without concentrated sugars. For occasional fruit beverages, blend whole fruits with water and a handful of leafy greens, maintaining fiber content while creating satisfying drinks that support rather than sabotage muscle health. From these liquid sugar traps, we arrive at the most dangerous muscle destroyer that appears innocent and essential while systematically destroying the strength and independence of millions of American seniors through mechanisms they never suspect. 1. White bread and refined pasta products, the ultimate muscle destroyer. We reach the most devastating muscle destroyer hiding in plain sight in virtually every American household. Refined wheat products that appear as harmless staples while systematically destroying muscle tissue through inflammatory responses, blood sugar chaos, and nutrient displacement that creates the perfect conditions for rapid sarcopenia development. Refined wheat processing removes all fiber, vitamins, and minerals while creating a powder that behaves like pure sugar in your bloodstream, triggering massive insulin responses that actively promote muscle protein breakdown while preventing muscle-building processes. Additionally, modern wheat contains inflammatory compounds that create systemic inflammation specifically targeting muscle tissue, while gluten proteins can trigger autoimmune responses that attack muscle fibers directly. Comprehensive research reveals that seniors consuming refined wheat products as dietary staples lose muscle mass 52% faster than those avoiding these products, while also experiencing dramatically higher rates of inflammation, insulin resistance, and accelerated aging markers. The combination of blood sugar spikes, inflammatory responses, and nutrient displacement creates an internal environment where muscle destruction becomes the dominant metabolic process. Eliminating refined wheat while maintaining satisfying meals requires strategic substitutions that provide genuine nutrition without inflammatory consequences. Replace white bread with sprouted grain alternatives or lettuce wraps for sandwiches, creating satisfying meals without blood sugar chaos. Substitute pasta with spiralized vegetables like zucchini or spaghetti squash, topped with protein-rich sauces that provide muscle-building nutrients. For baking needs, experiment with almond flour, coconut flour, or oat flour that provide protein and fiber rather than empty calories. Create satisfying grain alternatives using cauliflower rice, quinoa, or sweet potato preparations that provide complex carbohydrates and nutrients that support muscle health rather than destroying it. The path to muscle liberation. Through this revealing journey into deceptive food marketing, we have uncovered that many products specifically marketed to health-conscious seniors actually accelerate muscle loss through hidden sugars, inflammatory additives, and poor quality ingredients designed to maximize profits rather than protect health. These 7 categories of muscle destroyers operate through sophisticated deception that exploits trust and good intentions. The path to genuine muscle preservation requires developing label reading skills that see through marketing claims to identify actual ingredients and their effects on muscle health. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods that provide complete nutrition without chemical manipulation or excessive processing that strips away beneficial compounds while adding harmful additives. Success in avoiding these muscle destroyers comes from gradually replacing processed products with whole food alternatives that provide superior nutrition and taste satisfaction without the hidden dangers. Start by eliminating one category per week, allowing your taste preferences to adapt while your muscles begin experiencing the benefits of genuine nutrition. If this information has revealed hidden threats to your muscle health and independence, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with other seniors who could benefit from these insights. Tell us in the comments which fake healthy food surprised you most, and do not forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more essential discoveries that can help you maintain strength and vitality throughout your golden years.